Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for today's ECAC hockey contest. It's the homestanding Engineers of RPI taking on the Clarkson Golden Knights on this afternoon's RPI TV, ESPN Plus doubleheader. We also have RPI men's hockey coming up later tonight at 7 o'clock. But first, RPI looks to pick up a pair of points here against another North Country rival. They were unsuccessful yesterday in falling to St. Lawrence. 3-0. Clarkson, on the other hand, beat Union 4-1. I'm joined by Dan Fridgen here. And Dan, what does RPI have to do this time around to pick up a big win here against a team they don't beat too often in Clarkson?
I think the first thing they have to do is crack the goaltender. Continue to take some shots. Looks like this goaltender, Michelle Pasechnik, is got a 94 save percentage, so she's been real solid, only letting in one goal yesterday. I think RPI just has to continue to generate some offense in the zone and capitalize on their opportunities.
Clarkson on the season is 6-1-2 overall. They're 1-0 in ECAC hockey play after beating Union yesterday. RPI is 4-5-0. They had their 4-game winning streak snapped yesterday by the Saints. They are 2-1-0 in the league. It is Katrin Longergan to take the face-off, senior graduate student from Rosendale, Massachusetts, and Golden Knights win the draw. We are underway here.
Yeah, she's a former Boston College product. Actually, she's leading the team. She's 12th in the nation in points, 6 goals, 7 assists.
Got to keep her off the board. This is a talented team top to bottom, as RPI has seen in the past few years. Not too much has changed, although the Golden Knights are not ranked, which is a rarity. They usually are in that top 10 poll. Early possession here for Clarkson. There's a shot blocked by Nia Phillip. Chipped back out to center. That'll allow RPI to get a change here, as there's not enough on this for icing. Turned around quickly by the Golden Knights. And it's Longergan into the RPI zone. Quickly, Longergan across. Probably should have shot that. It hit the skate of Price there. Maybe a little too unselfish there from Longergan. Now RPI is able to feed it back the other way. In deep it goes. Stephanie Markowski, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she was able to just sail through the neutral zone there. RPI's got to solidify some defense in the neutral zone.
Janke looking for a pass, hits a skate, picked up by Price. She'll skate it in. Hannah Price, the junior from Pittsburgh, PA. Just works it deep for Severson. She's now pinned up with Markowski. And the Golden Knights are going to move it out through center. Stopped there by Larson. And Taylor Larson feeds it along. Pinned up just across the Clarkson line. Now it's turned back around. This is Gabrielle David. She'll chase it down behind the net. Clarkson in green and gold today with a little bit of white in there. RPI again in their home white uniforms with the black shoulders, red helmets. As it's tapped to the corner. Maddie Peterson, junior from Princeton, Minnesota. Can't clear the zone. Taylor Zaherney, she gets pressured and shoots it around. This will escape the zone here and force Clarkson to touch up. Emily Wisniewski, junior from Plymouth, Minnesota. Former Wyzetta Trojan. Will shoot it right back in. Off the glass and out to center ice it goes. Quickly Wisniewski across. Up from Kirsten McQuigg, the younger McQuigg. There's 2 of them on this team. Brooke, an assistant captain. They are from Bowmanville, Ontario. We got a whistle here and an offside.
Not much in the way of offensive pressure for either team right now. Still feeling each other out as far as what kind of game they're going to be playing here.
Moved into the RPI end. And Erbinova was being held a little bit there. But we saw yesterday, there was only 2 penalties in the game yesterday between RPI and St. Lawrence. One was a very obvious hook. I don't really remember the other. There's a shot blocked down. It might have caught Taylor Walters there. Now good position in front of the net from Tegan Dalby, and she starts to break out near side for Blitz and shoots it in. Loose at the side of the cage. Still loose there. Blitz turning and shooting. A save is made. First stop, I believe, by Pasechnik if it got to her.
Yeah, I don't know. I think might have got her leg on it.
You might be right. They'll say it was blocked.
Interesting place for a centerman to be, right in the crease area.
Tie up at the circle. And turned right around here, moved in by Price. Worked back behind the goal. This is Gosling. And now Haley Wynn, freshman from Rochester. Into the RPI zone. The Engineers talk it out. Larson clears it back to center, where it's fed right back in. Amanda Rampado looking for her first touch of the puck. Gets it here and hands it off to Price. Price back for Larson. Back to Hannah Price. Trying to move up the wall. It's tipped. They say it was deflected here. Linesman on the near side. Michael Roberts says so, no icing. Clarkson will try to move it out quickly on the far side. It's tapped all the way down. This should be icing here on the Golden Knights. 15:40 to go. Still looking for our first shot on goal. We've had a couple of shots blocked so far, but so far the Engineers have withstood the opening at least 4 and change minutes here of this game without giving up a big chance. They gave up an early goal to St. Lawrence yesterday, so far so good.
Yeah, I think the important thing here is going to be capitalizing on their opportunities that they get early.
Fed down low by Dalby. Severson cycling for Mara Wagner, team's top point getter. Engineers were shut out for the second time this year yesterday. Worked back to the point on the indirect, and Dalby couldn't keep the zone. Janke didn't realize it's going to be offside. 15:19 to go in the first period.
Both teams still looking for that all-important first goal of the game. Tough game to play from behind, so you certainly want to try to get on the board first.
Face-off win here. The Engineers fires McCutcheon. Had it blocked. This is knocked out of the air by Zaherny, but they say no high stick, so we play on. Markowski picking up speed to the neutral zone. Stephanie Markowski all the way in, threw it off a skate. Shot around by Zaherny, all the way to the point it goes for Olivia Hansen. Senior from West Fargo, North Dakota, former St. Cloud State Husky. A lot of players changing teams over the last couple of years, more than certainly has ever occurred in college hockey, both men's and women's. So I see so many transfers. Of course, the grad transfer rule came into effect about a year or two before that.
Yeah, I didn't realize now you're allowed to transfer without any penalty whatsoever, or
right.
You don't have to sit out, so it's almost like
free for all a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally different from. Thank God I didn't have to worry about that when I was coaching.
Christina Schuler, another grad student, she used to play for Boston University. Had a stick on that, but it's back out to center.
Next thing you know, we'll be trading players. If you know a coach on another team real well, that could happen.
There's a shot in, stopped by Rampado. The rebound tapped to the corner. Lassard chasing, but the Engineers will work it around. Erbinova off for Mika Janke, who makes her 6th appearance of the year. She has a couple of points this year, the younger sister to Rihanna. She'll play it off the wall and out to center ice neatly. Now a race for the puck. First one, too, it's going to be Andy Prue. And it's turned around by Jenna Goodwin. Goodwin across. Wrist shot coming. That one zinged over the top of the net off the stick of Frenette. Now she gets it back. Laurence Frenette into the slot. Good tie up there as Price and Larson were in the vicinity, not allowing that shot from the middle of the ice.
Yeah, Price did a good job tying up the stick, making sure she didn't get her shot off.
No.
Clarkson likes to play 3 up top. They bring the forward way up high, so it's real difficult for the RPI defense to track where she is.
Shot in by Michaela Capel, senior from Dawson Creek, British Columbia, as she picks off a pass in the zone, handing it off for Buckvik. Sarah Buckvik spins and throws it back to the point. Long shot. Dalby right on. Save is made by Pasechnik, and she uses her goalie stick to fend off some Engineers lurking, trying to find a rebound. There was none.
Yeah, good thing. Phillip was right on the doorstep looking for that juicy rebound, but Pasechnik certainly absorbed that shot. Didn't allow any rebound to come out in front.
Draw coming up here in the Clarkson end. Brianna Janke trying to tap it back to the point. That could be dangerous. Good stick by Dalby to slow things up. Now we got a penalty coming up on the Engineers as they caught somebody reaching there. It's going to be a trip. 12:40 to go first period. The Engineers will go on the kill for the first time, and it is Rihanna Jenke, the sophomore from Allen, Texas, going off.
I think Clarkson's still looking to get better on their power play. They're only clicking at 14%. RPI in the PK is 63%. Is that right?
The PK?
Yeah, it doesn't seem right.
93.8.
Yeah. Okay.
That's better.
Well, no, I looked online.
Oh,
it
okay.
said 63%, and it didn't make sense because it was 2 for 32.
That's not right. Oh, it's the reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still haven't figured out how to list short-handed percentage. Anyway, we'll get to that later. As a shot comes in, hits a skate. Maybe we won't get to it. It's not important.
Exactly.
It's the reverse of that. RPI is almost 94% on the kill.
I wasn't a math major, but that didn't seem
No,
right.
it did not check out, right? Urbinova clears it to the line, and it kind of hopped over the stick of wind and out to center, forcing Golden Knights to start over again. McQuigg a shot. That one hit Dolby. Now it's dragged around behind. And they set up again. Win. Handing it off. Lonergan. She'll spin it back for Win. They play catch. Shot ramps up the stick of Buckvick on a play. We get a stoppage here. Halfway through the power play, the first of the game for either team. We get a stoppage here.
Good job by Buckvick there to get her stick in the shooting lane and deflect that puck up into the netting. All little things that you can do to prevent a shot on goal.
Face-off coming up here, and it'll be won by the Engineers. Tap backwards. Face-offs were even 3-3 before that. Markowski off the wall. She'll hand it off. Shot comes in. It bounced in the air. Went wide of the goal. Came off of Rampado. On the try by Cherkowski. Behind the net now. It's Bailey Kerwin. Long shot blocked again, and Capel got that one up high, and she's slow to get up. That one looked like it stung a little bit. But a good shot block on the kill. 9 minutes going in the period. Cherkowski again, shot comes in. Big rebound into the slot, but it's swept away. Gretchen Branton now. Or, excuse me, make that to Schuler. Now another long shot and a glove save made by Rampado, and she'll hold on to that.
Well, the one thing for RPI penalty killers, you notice when they have the three shooters up top, they're on their natural side, so neither the left side or right side is set up for a one-timer, so they're going to catch it and shoot it, which will give you time to get out in the shooting lane.
Face-off win for the Knights. They lose the handle. McCutcheon fed into the zone by Megan Byram, was making her second appearance for the Engineers this year out of Potomac, Maryland. Centering the fourth line today for RPI. As Frenette had it for a minute, now it's sent back the other way. Trying to glove it down was McCutcheon. Almost a jump ball there was thrown up. Golden Knights just keep it alive. Now a shot from Weiss is sticked away. It'll wrap around, chopped at by McCutcheon. Into the circle. Peterson flips one on goal. And Pasechnik holds on to it there. And with Peterson crashing, looking for a rebound. So far, Pasechnik has dealt with what the Engineers have thrown at her. Not a whole lot, but had to be solid. The Engineers this year have feasted on those rebounds. Yeah,
and she's been absorbing these shots too, not allowing any kind of rebound out. And RPI forwards have been in real good position around the net to get that rebound.
Stoppage in play here as we are halfway through period number one. No score, RPI and Clarkson. Thoughts through the opening half of this period. Coach, Engineers weathered a bit of a storm. It seems like they have been a little bit, they don't really get the great jumps in those first periods, but they haven't been scored on here.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I just think that they're doing, hopefully they can feed off this penalty kill. There's another look at the shot in tight. Didn't look like she got all of that.
No, it was kind of fluttering on her a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But, I mean, hopefully they can build off this penalty kill here and gain some momentum and get some offense going.
on your left there, that's Matt DeRocher, St. Lawrence graduate, 2001. He's been at the helm here for Clarkson. Used to be a dual head coach, a co-head coach with his wife.
Another St. Lawrence guy.
Yeah, a couple of St. Lawrence grads,
yeah,
right.
We had Wellesley in here last night, too.
Oh, yeah, a little bit too St. Lawrence-y for us.
Well, what's interesting about Matt is that he's been Coach of the Year of the ECAC 3 times. He's got 3 NCAA titles under his belt, yet he's been a runner-up for the Coach of the Year in the NCAA 8 times. He's never won it. Interesting.
A little bit interesting. As the Golden Knights look to break to center. It's lobbed up and into neutral ice. Did not mean to sell Shannon short, Shannon DeRocher. They were co-head coaches for a number of years.
Yes. Well, they're both responsible for the elevation of this program.
Absolutely.
From a national perspective.
Neutralized dump in by Clarkson here. Shots are 5-3 Golden Knights. They'll make wholesale changes as Taylor Zahernio will skate behind the cage. David fanned on it a little bit. Gets another crack at it, moves it across the line. Now she'll be given the puck back by Price. David walking right in, makes a move. Still David a shot. She's so nifty on the stick and nearly created something out of nothing there. 1-on-4, but Rampado made the save.
Not that you body check her, but you want to make sure that you can get in her way because she's got a nice set of hands on her.
Can't make it easy. There's a puck that flips over Rampado. She tried to glove it, but it was out of her reach. Severson tried to slam it out, but couldn't catch that cleanly. Now she'll spin and throw it off the glass out to center. Back to grab it is Olivia Hansen. She'll try the near side and just moved into the zone by Cherkowski, but RPI turns around in a hurry. Blitz throws it on goal, sticked away by Pasechnik. Now carried behind by Larson momentarily. She'll scamper back to the blue line. Blitz, a centering pass right in front. And she was looking for Janke. And this will go into the penalty box. And we'll draw another whistle here. 7:46 and now 5. Maybe stop that clock. 7:44 to go in the first period. No score here, Engineers and Golden Knights.
There's a play there where you might want to work that puck down low instead of just throwing it out because all you do is turn it over. You work so hard to get it into the offensive zone. Protect it, wait for support, make clean passes, and don't turn it over because the puck possession time was real short due to that turnover.
And there are times to put it in front, right? And you think you can create a scoring chance, but until then, into the corner probably is a better spot for it.
Or just do some cutbacks, we like to call it.
Last time Clarkson was here, it was a wild game in which RPI had leads of 2-0 and 3-2. They ended up losing 5-4. There's an icing call here.
That was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
2019, right. No, the last time these two teams met in this building.
Wow.
Anna Nystrom was the goaltender for RPI at the time. She made 44 saves. Julia Blitz had her first career goal in that game. So did Sarah Buckvik, for that matter. But it was 2 in a row in the third for Clarkson, 1 on the sorry, they're both even strength, but they're able to come back and win here by a 5-4 score. So a lot of changes on both teams between here and then. Of course, the Engineers were on their way to an 0-31-1 season. But newfound confidence and really just the skill level's been raised, of course, and that always helps here in Troy.
Definitely. Well, you know what? You don't dwell on the past. You learn from it, and then you continue to build for the future.
Puck behind the RPI goal. Hannah Price back to pick it up.
Got to keep moving forward.
Here is Wynn in the neutral zone. Good connection to center into the zone. Frenata shot backhanded high. As the Golden Knights look dangerous just about every time they enter the zone. Here's Price. Lassard gets knocked to the ice. Goodwin keeps it in. Fed across. Here's a shot kicked away by Rampado. Price trying to battle through Lassard. Now another long shot. It might have been tipped wide there by Kerwan, but it's picked up again. Goodwin, a shot right on. Save Rampado, and the rebound falls to her pads, but she's able to hold on. Jenna Goodwin with a real good look there. The freshman from Sherwood Park, Alberta, looking for her 4th goal of the year already and find herself in a good spot.
Well, RPI, that was the second time that they'd had full possession of the puck, and they just turn it over onto a Clarkson stick. Here it is right here. Turn it right over, and it's basically a 2-on-1. And Rampado with a great save, making sure there was no rebound. But RPI's got to limit those turnovers, especially in their own end of the rink.
This is a bouncing puck in the top of the zone. Picked up by Zahernia. She'll shoot it off the wall. Phillip gets to her feet and shoots it into Clarkson territory. Carried right back in by the Golden Knights. Shot in off of the stick of Rampado into the netting. We get another stoppage in play here, as Clarkson's reeled off the last now 5 shots of the frame.
Rampado, I think, noticed that her team needed a change of personnel, so she deflected that up into the netting.
Weiss for Severson. And she runs into Markowski. Markowski again, kind of pinched up the wall there. It'll ride the dasher around to the far corner. Oh, Tegan Dalby just gets decked in the corner. Could have been a hook, could have been high stick.
I would have went with the second one.
It looked like certainly something.
That
but
looked like a high stick. It looked like he caught her right under the.
Yeah.
She caught her right under the neck area.
I don't know what it is. We have a different set of referees tonight, but they're just reluctant to make any kind of call. It's Tom Lynch and Derek Zuckerman tonight. The linesmen I mentioned Roberts before, also Gregory Blaze on the lines today. But again, you're gonna have to do something pretty egregious at this point to take a penalty with what's been let go, especially right there.
Well, on the first penalty that RPI took, it
right.
was more of the Clarkson player tripping over her stick than it was the RPI player tripping her.
You're probably right, Coach. You haven't been wrong yet this year, so I don't know how. I don't know how you'd be wrong there.
Just wait, it's coming.
Price can't find it. Neither can Kerwan, and now it's back to the point. Cycling here for Schuler. Gosling. McQuigg, long shot, deflects along the ice. It was a good idea, as that shot was headed high, just changed directions on Rampado, but it wasn't on goal. Clarkson changing behind the play as it's Wynn backing out towards the line. This group for RPI looks a little bit tired here, as Wagner's going to pick it up and throw it ahead. Walters gets it deep, or does she? No, she shot it into the bench. Center ice draw. I'm not sure if they're going to let the Engineers change here. Well, it looks like they already have, for what it's worth. 3:50 to go first period. Still no score here. As it's going to be played by Dalby. Blitz has to wait for it. It's out to center. Laurence Frenette goes backwards with it for Wisniewski. Now Frenette again. This is out of the zone. It's pushed there by Byram, and RPI trying to move it up ice now. Blitz cleared to the line. Erbinova fanned on the shot and can just get it deep now. Now stolen away, shot by Kaiser over the top. It was just given there to Ellie Kaiser, and she just missed high.
Good idea. Well, here comes Clarkson's first penalty.
Yeah, well, Kaiser got taken out there. So good hustle by Ellie Kaiser. She nearly got RPI on the board, but now she draws the first penalty of the game against the Golden Knights. Clarkson on the kill this year. You have those numbers, or do I have to do the reverse of that there?
I had 97% on the kill.
Close.
This is a E. Stewart Jones Hacker Murphy power play penalty for
it is 90. No, now you're making me do math. 91.3 or 90.3%. Still pretty good. Here's Jenke.
Good radio station too.
Here's Blitz now. Sends it across. RPI snapping the puck around the zone. Shot by Urbinova. Hits looks like a shoulder on its way through. Engineers power play this season, 17.4%. And it's thrown to an open point there by Wagner as RPI is Blitz. Blitz plays on the point, only on the power play here. She's a forward. The Engineers use 4 forwards, and sometimes she's not quite where her teammates think she's going to be there. That was the case there. She was kind of drifted up the wall.
Well, that's just a matter of communication as far as yelling and being verbal out there. I can see why she's on the point. She's got a real good shot.
Yeah, she scored a big goal, in fact, against Boston University last week Friday. Power play goal that gave RPI a late lead. They got an empty netter after that and beat the Terriers 4-2. They then beat number 9 Providence 2-0 behind a 42 save shutout from Amanda Rampado. Rampado didn't have a ton to do yesterday. She only had 22 saves. And at times, we talked about it yesterday, Coach, but the Engineers outplayed St. Lawrence at times, but the Saints, took advantage of the opportunities they did have and put the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, they had a couple of early opportunities that went in, and again, weren't clean goals. One was a deflection. The other one was a rebound.
As now a shot comes in shorthanded. Save. Rampado had to make another as it was Lonergan who jumped at an opportunity there, but Rampado made the stop. Just a little bit haphazard in breaking out of their own end there on the power play.
Yeah, I think RPI was at the end of a shift there, but that was Lonergan. She's got a good shot as well. You can see why she's 13th in the nation in scoring.
Maddie Peterson, maybe one more rush here on the power play for the Engineers. Peterson gets it across the line, but it's immediately shot back out. Price will go across. Tegan Dolby. Power play's over. Both teams 0 for 1. Sarah Buckvick now will navigate the neutral zone on the carry. She'll fire it off a leg. It pops to Peterson. Now Buckvick pinned against the boards. She goes down hard. Buckvick again trying to throw it in front, hit a shin pad. That's almost interference there. As I think it was David, or was it Markowski, just standing up, an Engineer in the offensive zone with the puck behind her. But like I said, you're going to need a lot here to get a penalty called. Wagner now trying to throw it in front, and it was swept away. Good defensive positioning by Gosling. To the line and out. Urbinova just threw it in the middle of the ice. Burnett was there, but luckily for the Engineers, Larson in perfect position to defend that, and then that'll do it for the first period. No score here, 13-6 with the shots in favor of Clarkson, but overall, pretty good for RPI. Not a lot of big chances either way, really, but you know, gotta think it's a good start. They didn't get a shot on the power play. That's the one of the few negatives you can point out there.
Yeah, I think that the other thing, too, is in their zone, if they limit their turnovers, it'll make the game a lot easier for them and a lot cleaner on the breakout as well.
That'll do it for us here after one period. Once again, the score, Clarkson nothing, RPI nothing. You're watching RPI Hockey on RPI TV and ESPN. Second period about to get underway here at the Houston Fieldhouse. There are the Engineers getting some last-minute chat in the huddle there.
Can't imagine what they'd be talking about having just come out of the locker room.
Well, I think it's just to maybe to get fired up a little bit, but they always huddle, so
I see.
it's just
It's more of a
it's
team
tradition.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
a team tradition. It's just
Gotcha.
what they do.
Yep.
Nothing specific has to be said, I don't think.
Nope.
Get the troops fired up here. Here we go.
Refocus.
It is Buckvick throwing it off a stick. Clarkson will turn it around in their own zone. It's Nicole Gosling shooting it back to where it came from. Moved on by Lonergan. She gets stood up there by Dolby.
That backfired on her. She
Yeah.
tried to slew foot the other one.
Dolby's giving it back after she got high-sticked in the first period and no call. That comes hard off the sideboards. Capel tried to shoot it, and smart play there. Just dump it in by Nia Phillip, the sophomore from Mississauga. Get a change, or a partial one anyway. Jenke's now pinned up with the puck, and it's fed in by Lonergan. Jenke, tough pass off the wall, but they do connect. Now moved ahead by Severson, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Severson across, trying to find Wagner, but Clarkson defense was spaced out pretty well to defend that play. The stick got in the way. This is a whistle and an offside as Brooke McQuigg tried to bring it across the line there. Minute 15 into the second period, no score here. This is what happens when Dolby just stood up Lonergan.
Yeah. That's one of those ones where you have two players battle, and unfortunately, Lonergan lost out on that one.
Delaney Weiss now for RPI, trying to scoop it along. It was kept in momentarily. This is still in the zone. Schuler, Peterson, broken up by Schuler. No, they both go down, or at least Peterson does. Behind the net, back to the point. Markowski, shot was blocked. That one caught McCutcheon. Twisting and turning behind the net is Laurence Frenette. Tried to walk it into the slot. That was defended well. And now a chance for RPI to break out. McCutcheon. RPI looking to change here. McCutcheon can't get it deep. Turned around quickly, although couldn't find it in her feet. That was Goodwin. Engineers trying to capitalize. Kaiser trying to backhand it in front for McCutcheon. That's cut off and sent back out to center. Two new defense are on for RPI as it's fed across by Zaherny and into the zone.
Interesting play there, going to the backhand, trying to make that pass. You generally want to stay to your forehand where your strengths are.
Zaherny to pick it up. Clarkson changing now. Blitz throws it cross ice. That's a dangerous pass, but Engineers luck out there as it's picked up and moved out by Erbinova. Gosling goes backwards with it to Kristen McQuigg. Or Kirsten McQuigg, excuse me. And now Erbinova. Zaherny. First try was blocked. Second try up ice. Now Taylor Walters will pick it up, or will she? Had a little bit of trouble with it, but calmly just plays it around instead of forcing the issue there. Back towards the point.
I was going to say that puck was spinning on her.
It's out to center. Phillip. Looked like she chopped down on it, but they say she didn't touch it, so we play on, and then in turn it's thrown down ice for ice and call. 16:23 to go in the second period.
At Howard Hanna Real Estate Services at 518-331-1579. Top sales team in Rensselaer County. Let Jolene's expertise move you.
Long shot off a stick. Goes up high. Severson's wrapped up and sent to the ice. Kirsten McQuigg rolls it around for Branton. Gretchen Branton gets as far as the red line. This will be played into Clarkson territory, but turned around quickly by Gosling. David. Gabrielle David. 12 points on the year for her so far. 4 goals, 8 assists. This is dug out of some skates. We got a penalty coming up on Clarkson here in the offensive zone. I didn't see this. They're calling a hook. So RPI is going to go on the power play. Well, that's good because I didn't see it.
Right.
Let's see.
Here.
No. Wow.
This is an East Shore Jones Hacker Murphy power play.
Well,
That's interesting.
yeah,
She didn't have her.
You didn't
hands
have
on
her stick, yeah.
yeah.
I guess that's a hook. I don't know. Anyway, for a second power play chance for RPI here. They didn't get a shot on their first try, and now Urbinova caught trying to find the puck along the boards. And a good back check here by Wagner to break up a potential shorthanded chance the other way. Now Mara Wagner leaves it behind, and the Engineers will try to break to center. No shots, like I said, on their first power play. Dropped at center, sent across for Blitz. Julia Blitz will ring it in. Schuler sends it back behind the goal. This will leave the zone as Blitz couldn't get to the point. Clarkson wants to change penalty killers in a hurry here. And they do so. Blitz again. 2 goals on the year. Potomac, Maryland native. One of them was on a power play. We talked about it earlier. Here's Kaiser. Good, strong play on the puck. She'll carry deep. Ellie Kaiser all the way around. Oh, right through Larson. Took her eye off it there. Taylor Larson lobs it through center to Capel. Couldn't corral it. Now Capel and the Engineers are offside.
Yeah, I think she looked up at the last second before the puck actually got to her stick and just hopped over her stick and out of the zone. Looks like RPI is trying to flood the one side, and the defense on this power play or penalty kill for Clarkson, they're going from the strong side over to the weak side and ringing the puck around the wall so that the RPI defense can't get to it.
Puck played in deep. 35 to go on the power play. Severson working it out there to Wagner, and now Urbinova into the slot. Janke looking for a shooting lane. Fed across to Wagner. Back up top, Urbinova. Long wrist shot, save made. Puck is still loose in the crease. The Engineers put it home, but the whistle goes. Severson stuck it home. We could see it was loose from here. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't matter because the referee lost sight of it.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick whistle. There's another shot at, well, from where he is, I don't know if you can see it there. It just comes out at the last second.
Yeah. $11 to go in the power play. Urbinova hands it back to Wagner, and that goes through Urbinova's stick. And so a little bit of sloppy play at the blue line has cost the Engineers some power play time on the attack, as Clarkson's now killed off both penalties.
I think she thought Janke was going to take that pass.
Shot, yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't a bad idea. Longergen into the RPI zone. Penalty coming up on the Engineers. Going to be a body check,
We would like to welcome Rensselaer students,
I believe. Nope, interference.
faculty, and staff who are in attendance today. Thank you for your support of RPI women's hockey. Enjoy the game, and let's go Red.
So penalties have now been evened up on the interference call. As Larson goes off here. There's Taylor Larson, sophomore from Bolton, Ontario.
2 minutes for interference at 6:44.
Shot blocked and cleared by the Engineers. Capel, I think, might have blocked it, but Buckvick found it and shot it down. Gosling. David shoots it in. Weiss will wrap it around. That one rolls past Longergen. Gosling. Snap pass up top. Win. Gosling, 6 points already in 9 games from the blue line. That tried to feed it through the middle. It was broken up by a couple of RPI sticks, but the Golden Knights stay on the puck. Fed to the circle. Good defensive stick by Weiss there. As they're trying to get that quick pass from behind to get a snapshot from the circle. Sent around by Price, and it's still in the zone. Shot comes in. Save Rampado, and she holds on. That was David. Golden Knights just barely kept it in, and they create a pretty good chance out of it.
Yeah, that was a nice save by Rampado. She had a lot of traffic in front of her. A couple of her own players, and here's another look at it right here.
And a smart play by David. She kind of waited to settle the puck down there. Didn't rush the shot, and got a good look off.
But Quigg was right in her face as well.
Backwards with it by Olivia Hansen. Forecheck pressure, shorthanded by Mara Wagner, former Colonial from Robert Morris. Has been a great addition to this RPI club. Here's Hansen, thought about a shot. Hands it off there. Markowski, now there is a shot that goes wide. That was Tchaikovsky on the far side. 11 to go on the power play for the Golden Knights. They work it back to the point. Markowski. Tchaikovsky shot, and that one kind of dribbled out of Rampado, but she's able to find it before anybody else can and cover.
RPI doing a good job of keeping those shots keeping the shots outside and from the flank. You don't have anything coming from the middle. Of course, the way Clarkson set up on their power play, you really don't have a one-time situation.
Here's Wynn.
RPI is back at full strength.
Engineers kill the penalty. Both teams now 0 for 2 on the man advantage as it's moved out to center ice. And picked up by Peterson. Maddie Peterson on the move. Into the middle, a quick shot there by McCutcheon. Didn't have a lot on it, but sometimes you can catch a goalie off guard there. Not the case, as Pasechnik was equal to it with the goalie stick. Back comes Goodwin now with speed. As a player in the middle, that pass or shot was potentially partially blocked by Price. And now Maddie Peterson again for RPI. Coming up on the halfway point of the period. Gosling now. Kaiser for McCutcheon. Tried to slow the puck up, but it went right through her. Miranda Gadet wraps this one around, and she'll chase after it, but it's going to be icing here on the Golden Knights. Not a lot going on as far as shots here in the frame. Only 15-8 in the game right now. That probably benefits RPI. You don't want a high shot total because that usually means if you get in a track meet with Clarkson, it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think RPI it's a testament to how both teams are playing defensively, really. They're getting in the shooting lane, blocking a lot of shots, taking away the ice in the middle where you like to get your scoring opportunities from.
Right, but if RPI is going to win this game, it's going to be 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1. They found out what happens when you get in a track meet with Clarkson last time they were here. It was 5-4. Engineers have only beaten the Golden Knights 5 times in over 30 games between the two.
Yeah, 25-5-2.
Yeah.
In favor of Clarkson.
Good stick handling there from Markowski, but a little bit too much of it. Engineers are able to separate her from the puck and move it out to center. Quickly back in they come. Helgeson throws it through the top of the crease all the way through. Here's a drive right on and a save by Rampado, who's in great position to see that shot from Longergen. Get a whistle.
Like I say, they're keeping the shots to the outside. She was almost against the boards when she took that shot, but like a good goal scorer, Longergen just takes shots from everywhere.
RPI football picking up a big 14-11 win over Ithaca today, handing the Bombers their first loss of the season. That was up at East Campus Stadium. Held on. They were up 14-3. Ithaca went down and scored a touchdown, 1 for 2, and got it to make it 14-11. And then with 34 seconds left, Bombers missed about a 30, I want to say 30, maybe a 35-yard field goal wide left, and RPI, that would have sent it to overtime, of course, but RPI held on for the big win. So now both RPI and Ithaca are one-loss teams in a Liberty League, and it's turning out to be a pretty wild finish in Division III football in that conference there. And big congrats to Coach Ralph Isernia and his staff. Real solid defensive game. I think they held Ithaca to only 188 yards of offense. It's pretty good defense. The defense has been the key for RPI this year, and it was again today. And later tonight, we got more RPI athletics action. It's men's hockey. Engineers taking on Union College in the Route 7 rivalry. Round 2. RPI won last night in Schenectady 4-2. Did you catch any of the end of that game?
No, I didn't, but I watched the highlights.
Okay.
And looked like Trevor played real well.
your guy Trevor Linden?
Yeah. Again. Here we go, Trevor.
Tour Linden. Yeah. And Lyndon Marshall.
I met Lyndon Marshall in the third period especially.
Here's Janke with a shot. She gets knocked down. RPI scratches are calling for a penalty. They don't get it. They're sitting right in front of us. As Janke got kind of chopped down there, but not going to get that call today. Now back come Longergen. Little 1-2, but Erbinova back just in time to break it up. Czech Republic national teamer for RPI. That's sent wide of Rampado. Janke trying to get on this, but pinching up the wall is McQuigg. Now David. Back to the line, Markowski. Sent around, that's the Longergen at the point. Intercepted by the Engineers, but they give it right back. Longergen gets roughed up a bit there by Erbinova. David sends it across Markowski. Long shot, kicked away by the right pad of Rampado. Another shot, sticked away by Rampado. High off the glass it comes, and now it's played again by Longergen. Engineers skate it to center, trying to backhand it up ice. And they get it as far as the blue line. Now Severson doing a good job to break things up. Picked up Taylor Walters, a shot in the glove, save is made by Pasechnik.
Nice job there. RPI wanted to get a change. Puck got caught just inside the blue line. That was a great job by Taylor Walters coming off the bench and getting a good shot off. There she comes. Just snaps that off.
A little bit surprising, Taylor Walters doesn't have a point yet in her career. She has great speed. And here's Taylor Walters again, spinning that one wide, a goal. Megan Byram trying to dig it out of the corner now. Gets some help from Blitz, back to the point. Good puck movement now from RPI as it's sent deep. It's Byram again. Feeding it down low. This is RPI's fourth line. With some offensive zone time, you love to see that. And now it's finally moved back out to center ice by the Golden Knights. McQuigg into the zone, makes a move into the slot. Shot was blocked up into the glass. Still loose there. Sent back to the blue line. Another long shot goes wide. Jam tries side of the net. Rampado will cover that one up as it was Christina Schuler looking to jam it in for her second goal of the year, but that doesn't go. 6:55 left in the second period. Still no score. Engineers with a chance at the other end, and then quickly you can see how fast Clarkson can counter.
Yeah. They've got a good transition game. They don't take very long. It's one pass from defense to offense, and they're off to the races.
Shot deflects a couple of times. It never gets to Rampado. They're in the corner now. Peterson will wrap it around. Zaherny sends it right back. Weiss uses the wall for Kaiser. And the Engineers shoot it down. It's going to be icing here on RPI. Another stoppage in play. Shots are 18-11 Golden Knights. But again, this is the kind of game that the Engineers want to be in right now.
Yeah, it seems like it's back and forth.
There was an early scare, right, when we saw Longergen just kind of walk right through. I think that might have been a bit of a wake-up call in itself.
Yeah.
The Engineers need to cover the middle of the ice a little better.
Which they've been doing a good job of since that first period.
Yeah, she elected to pass that puck, thankfully for the Engineers, and no shot came of it. Since then, hasn't been quite as easy sledding through the middle. As RPI has tightened things up defensively, as they really have been all year. They've been a good defensive team, helping Amanda Rampado to her 2.00 goals against average. There's a long shot here. That's blocked. Markowski. Yeah, both goaltenders right around 94% save percentage this year. Rampado just under at .939. Golden Knights working the cycle here now. They carry in. Markowski trying to drive the net. Good stick there by Zaherny to break it up, but they stay on it. Lonergan looking for a seam. Sends it back. Markowski ran out of room. Good find here on the near side. McQuigg settles it down and throws it back up top. That shot hits McCutcheon. Sustained zone time. The Engineers have to be careful not to take a penalty now. They're tired legs.
Yeah, Clarkson's gotten a change with their group while RPI hasn't been able to.
Yeah, they're reeling a little bit right now are the Engineers. They have to stay strong on their skates. Send across. One-timer coming. And a save Rampado. And that shot may have just bailed out the Engineers there. It was a long shot that Rampado was able to see. Wisniewski took it, but it'll allow RPI to get that change they really needed.
Yeah, again, a lot of those shots are coming from the outside beyond the face-off dots. Nothing really on the inside, and Rampado seeing it all the way. Not allowing any rebounds, which is key.
Yeah, you almost don't mind that shot there if you're RPI, as Phillip is wrapped up along the wall by Schuler. Dalby feeds it ahead nicely. Buckvick off out of her reach, but gets another crack at it. Played by Kerwan. Now a race for the puck, and look at Phillip, just chase after it there. Wisniewski had to get rid of it in a hurry, and she did. Tipped deep by McQuigg. It's going to be icing if Dalby can get there first, and she does. Face-off coming all the way back down in Clarkson territory with 4:23 to go in the second.
Both teams are pretty even on the draw so far in this game. One team isn't dominating. It's pretty much 50-50 at this point.
Face-off win here for the Engineers. Long shot was blocked by traffic in front. And now here is Janke. Mika Janke threw it off a body. And then Severson takes a glove up high there from Wynn. But Severson's not afraid of mixing it up. We've seen it. We saw it yesterday. We saw it again today. She'll just walk into anyone's fist, really. It doesn't matter.
Engineers got away with one there. I thought there was
probably maybe a trip. Yeah, I think you're right. But this is just Janke trying to throw it in the mix. Yeah. Gotta give Severson credit. She'll put her nose or chin anywhere, trying to find that goal. Knocked out of the air. Severson will go across with it. Little backhand saucer pass, finds Erbinova. Back to Dalby, has to go off the wall to get it. Chipped along for Severson. Severson makes a move. Severson on her backhand, a save. Rebound, Janke trying to track it down, but it's knocked away. Mika Janke now. Even smaller than her sister Rihanna.
She is pretty small.
The freshman is Mika, trying to get on the back check now. This is her sixth game. She does have a couple of points. She has a goal and an assist already this year, but hadn't played in a few games.
Yeah. I was thinking, it's too bad she went to her backhand on that.
Penalty coming up here. Buckvik was tripped. Net is empty for RPI as the extra attacker comes on. Mika Janke in the middle. It's touched up by the Golden Knights, but with 3:15 left in the second, RPI is going on its third power play of the night.
Big power play here for RPI. Be nice to get one before they go in for the second intermission.
This is a Keysore Jones Hacker Murphy power play.
Pretty clear cut, got to think here, Coach.
Yeah, that is.
Penalty on Clarkson.
That is very similar to the one that the RPI player took in the first period.
Lazard, 2 minutes for tripping at 16:45. Lazard, 2 minutes tripping.
Big face off here.
So Lassard from Quebec City to the box. See if the Engineers can get something set up here. It's Mara Wagner in the corner. Fed back to the point. Erbinova back to Wagner. And that eludes her stick out to center. Erbinova back to get it. And Engineers' defense have been just a little bit shaky on the power play when it's mattered most, when they get the puck back at the blue line, and a couple of times just hopped over or under sticks. Yeah. Wagner across, wrist shot coming, it's blocked. Yeah, what do you say, Ian?
I was going to say they got to be stronger on their sticks.
That shot was blocked and sent all the way down. Erbinova back to get it. Erbinova's been obviously a solid addition. She's on the Czech national team, but it was her kind of a misplay on the power play yesterday that led to directly to a shorthanded goal for the Golden Knights. Made it 3-0 at the end of the second period. And now we got a penalty the other way. It's going to negate the power play, the rest of it. Nice job by Brooke McQuigg to drive the net. She draws the penalty. It's going to be a hold.
Yeah, she's driving the net on her backhand. As long as you don't let her bring it to the forehand, you should be okay in that situation, especially with a goaltender like Rampado behind you.
RPI penalty at number 21, Julia Blitz.
So it'll be 4-on-4. Isn't it? Look at the penalty.
At 17:42.
Yeah, you can see the hold.
2 minutes for holding.
You got Blitz, a forward, playing that defensive spot. Sometimes they make decisions that, just trying to make up for something there. Trying to get back into the play, and it turns out to be a hold. So RPI's power play is short-lived. Just about a minute less than that. 0-for-3 on the power play now for RPI. We're 4-on-4 for about 50 more seconds. Here's Wynn. Lonergan. Wynn, Gosling. Long shot, save Rampado. Thought she had it, it's loose. Cleared out to center ice. Peterson pressuring Wynn. Oh, nearly picked that off. Now a chance to break 2-on-1. Golden Knights moving into the zone, but it's defended very well by Dolby.
RPI almost got caught there in a line change.
Dolby was helped out a bit by the spacing on the attack for Golden Knights, and now Wynn throws it wide. We're 8 seconds away from a Clarkson power play, albeit an abbreviated one. Cherkowski looping around, takes a shot, save by Rampado, and she'll hold on for a whistle. So 53 seconds remain on Clarkson's third power play, which has just begun. Shots now 21-13 Clarkson with a minute 11. So we got about 18-second difference between the game clock and the power play clock for the Golden Knights here at the end of the second period. Taylor Larson has a chance to look up ice and fires it down the middle, although she didn't shoot it all the way down as it's broken up by Markowski. Hansen will go cross ice with it. Cherkowski there gets run into by Buckvik. And the puck is dug out and flipped deep by Kirwan. Another clearing effort's blocked. Larson trying to get there again. She's tied up. Branton back to the point. Markowski, Hansen, slap shot coming. That one's blocked by Erbinova. Two to go on the power play as another shot comes in. It's stopped by Rampado, and breaking to center is Wagner. Trying to pick up the speed here. She had to stop at the blue line waiting for the puck, and it allows Markowski to get back into the play.
Oh boy, that was tough break there. She would have been off to the races.
Back come the Golden Knights. Shot was blocked with one, and that'll do it for the second period. Some excitement at the end. Both teams now 0 for 3 on the power play. And we are scoreless after 2 here at the Houston Fieldhouse. RPI and Clarkson shaping up for a solid, exciting finish. And really an improved RPI team. We've seen it all year long. And Coach, they're showing it again today, hanging right with one of the top teams in the league and top teams in the country.
Yeah, I think Coach Vines deserves a lot of credit. He's been doing a great job with developing the skills of his team. They've been passing the puck really, really well. They create offensive opportunities, and most importantly, they really play good, solid defense. And of course, that starts with your goaltender, Rampado.
That'll do it for us here. And the second period, we'll have the third coming up in just a bit. You're watching RPI Hockey here on RPI TV and ESPN. All right, just about set to start the third period here. RPI and Clarkson from the Houston Fieldhouse. Dan Fridgen alongside myself. Barry Lascaris here. Just ran up the flight of stairs, Coach, so I'm a little bit winded. But we're playing hockey again.
Yes, and this is going to be a great third period.
Tegan Dalby trying to track this one down, but it's going to be David here for Clarkson. Trying to play it back to the point for Wynn. She pinches in, but gets Capel to center.
I might even go out on a limb and say that first goal is going to be critical.
Wow. You're really going on a limb. You really are going out on a limb there. I'm shocked, really. They would say such a thing. Clarkson will slow things down here on this fresh sheet of ice. Wynn will tap it along. Shot ahead by Branton and dumped in by McQuigg. Price has a little bit of trouble with it. Fed back to the point. Markowski. Seems like she's been out there quite a bit here for Clarkson tonight. Goes past Markowski all the way down the ice. This is going to be icing here on RPI, I think. And it is. Just a minute 12 into this third period.
I'm surprised they called that icing. I thought that the defenseman for Markowski was pretty close to that puck. Could have closed it off, but I don't think she saw it as it went by her.
Now it'll be moved around by Kerwan, back to the point. Backhanded in by Markowski. And now Severson takes a look up ice. Rihanna Jenke tried to play it there. She has to touch up. Now Severson has to touch up, and apparently they do. And here's a shot by Wagner, and a glove save is made there by Pasechnik.
Yeah, not a bad play. Get that shot on net. Make the goaltender play it.
At 6 p.m. Come out and support your RPI women's hockey team. Let's go Red.
Face-off coming up here.
RPI had the better of the draws in the second period.
Yeah, needed it. They kind of hemmed in a couple of times. At least when you win the draw, it's not a direct chance for the other team, defensive zone-wise. Shot in by Dalby. Kaiser putting the pressure on here and trying to win the puck back for the Engineers. Good win. She'll go back behind her own goal with it. Finding Fournette. To center, losing an edge, and it's going to be offside here. That was Goodwin going down. And we get another stoppage.
Goodwin was off to the races there. She
Yeah.
just split the defense, and thank goodness a little bit of a mishandle of the puck put her offside.
Shot from a tight angle by Buckvick.
Not a bad idea there at all. You had Phillips going to the net on her forehand. There's a rebound. She got in perfect position to slam it.
McQuigg. Stolen away by Phillip. Back to the point. Capel. Now moved out. This is Lonergan with speed, trying to ground Zaherney. Good play by Zaherney to break it up in the end. Thought that she was going to burn right by her, but Zaherney stuck with it, and she gets dumped along the wall. Taylor's certainly RPI's smallest defender. She's played both games this weekend and played pretty well. Here is Zaherney leaving it behind for Price. Off the stick of, was that Kaiser? No, it was Byram. Turned back around by Blitz. She'll flip it in. Taylor Walters on the chase. Gosling leaves it aside. And it's back down ice. Race for the puck. Kerwan trying to get there. Price cuts her off. Stick handling is Byram. Falls to Taylor Walters. She can't clear it out as it's broken up. Clarkson doing a good job in the offensive zone. McQuigg with a couple of teammates changing behind her. Blitz trying to clear, couldn't do so. Clarkson doesn't have a whole lot of bodies in the attacking zone, but still causing problems for the RPI clearing, the Engineers clearing the puck, and they finally do. Here's a stretch pass that's way off the mark, and it's going to be icing here. A little bit of a late whistle. You want that whistle to come before both players come near the boards, but
yeah,
almost dangerous, but smart play there.
That certainly was way off the mark. Sometimes you might want to put that pass in behind the player that's streaking down that right side so that it'll catch the boards and come out in front of them.
Back to the point, it's Dalby. Brianna Janke lost it in her skates. She gets tied up by Wynn. Fournette trying to find it. Janke into the middle. Trying to walk it on in front was Wagner, and she was turned away. Back comes Clarkson now. Behind the goal with some speed. Good defensive play there by Dalby, who goes down. Or make it Wagner, rather. Fournette trying to hand it off. Dalby defending now on Lassard. Pins her against the wall. Severson spins away from the boards and finds Janke. And Rihanna Janke just dumps it in. Left aside by Pasechnik. 2-on-2 as they hit the RPI line. They look to be off there, but we play on. Shot comes in, it was blocked. McCutcheon. Picked up by Peterson. Snapped ahead by Price. McCutcheon trying to play it into the zone. Get some help there from Kaiser. Markowski shoots it around. And a nice move in the neutral zone. Gets by Weiss, but Golden Knights are forced back into their own end. Nice play there to break things up. That was Branton. And now McCutcheon again. Tries to go around Branton behind the goal. Does just enough to pry it off her stick. Given away at the top of the zone. Long shot goes wide. It's a bad spot for that pass, Coach.
That's a real bad spot. You had Branton right in the middle of the ice. That I don't think her teammate saw her. She was wide open.
Peterson lobs it high in the air. This is going to be trouble if Kaiser can get there. And she'll backhand it in front, but no one else with her. But at least it allows the Engineers to change behind her. Kaiser back to the neutral zone, where it's pinned up by Helgeson. Well, they're a bit of a got knocked down by the puck. Back comes Buckvik. Buckvik in, shot off the base of the net.
Clarkson player just hit her stick at the last second. Take some steam off that shot, force it wide.
Through center, tipped along by Branton, who will now spin off for a change. Buckvik trying to force it into the zone, gets it deep, and the Engineers will do the same.
Both teams just rolling four lines here.
David, yeah. The way they've been playing, you can. That's the kind of the key. The RPI's fourth line had one of the better shifts of the second period, I thought. When it was Byram Blitz and Taylor Walters. You take some pressure off at the defensive end if you can cycle the puck at the offensive side. And now back comes Clarkson. Lonergan, a shot, and that one not far off on the left side. David slaps it to the wall. Knocked out of the air by Cherkowski. Win. Lonergan, slot, shot. That one's blocked by a sliding Wagner. Phillip trying to connect there to Severson, but they can't clear the zone. Lonergan, a shot. Blocker save. Knocked out of the air. That's going to be a high stick, and they're going to wave that one off. It was a tremendous finish. That was about 2 or 3 feet above the crossbar, and that's probably the easiest no goal you're going to see.
I'm going to go out on a limb again, and I'm going to go out on that limb, and I'm going to say she would be
Wow.
a heck of a lacrosse player.
Yeah, that was a tremendous play. Look at this. Wow.
That was a-
Jerkowski, if that was legal, that would have been one of the goals of the year,
Yes.
but not legal. Here's another shot that goes wide.
RPI's got to be careful here. They're turning the puck over and giving Clarkson some unearned opportunities.
That one goes right through the top of the crease and out the other side. So not even a shot there, of course. That's just the play is dead, as this will trickle in on Rampado, and she'll cover up with Brooke McQuigg on the chase.
And that'll be a key for RPI here in the third period. You want to play smart. You want to play hard. But more importantly, you want to play smart.
RPI pep band jumps into the Olympic theme. Pretty fitting for playing a team that produces so many Olympians. Clarkson, especially on the Canadian side. The Canadian national team is filled with former Golden Knights. I know it's in their notes.
Yeah, they had, I want to say they had 4 on the team that just won
the
last month.
World Championships.
Yes.
You got Fast, Shiger, Fost, I guess. Here's a puck flipped in.
Rattray, Ambrose, Sheldon,
Ambrose, yeah.
Fast.
I remember all of them.
Yep.
Wreaking havoc here. It's bad PTSD. Don't talk about them anymore. 10:49 to go in the third. The current Golden Knights and Engineers are scoreless currently, but here's a shot to save. Rampado, she'll cover up the rebound as crashing the net was David, and she's been one of the more dangerous Golden Knights today and got that shot away, but Rampado equal to the task there.
What they didn't see was on the left side, Longigen going to the net on her forehand, but didn't see the puck. Nice save.
Buckvik, stick handling, lost it, but Phillip carries on, but it's picked the pocket there, Lonergan. She'll wrap it in. David shoots it around back to the point. All the way to Hansen. Olivia Hansen across. Long shot, Markowski, that hits the stick of Larson, I think, and went wide on the other side of the net. Now a high shot there from the top of the circle from Lonergan. Markowski coming up on halfway through the third period. David walks her way in, drops it back. Markowski, a shot that's blocked as Capel is banged up in the middle of the ice. Another long shot comes in. Save Rampado, no rebound, and she needed a whistle and got it there as they can help Capel, who's blocked a couple of shots today. Remember, she blocked a shot back in the first period and was slow to get up, and that time even now being helped off the ice.
Yeah, she does a great job making sure that that puck doesn't get to the net, which is real important as a winger, especially with the shots coming from the point. I think that caught her right in the ankle where there's really not much support in the skate. Clarkson's turned up the heat a little bit on their forecheck, giving RPI some trouble breaking out of their own zone here.
But again, Coach, it's been those shots. They haven't been necessarily the best chance of that one was blocked. There's a shot of the block by Capel, another great block. But a lot of these shots, 26 shots that Rampado has seen, she's been able to see them, and I think that's important.
Yes, definitely. They're coming from the outside.
So this stoppage in play, the media timeout here, shots are 26-16. But if you're RPI, like I said, back in the second period and early in the first when RPI weathered an early storm there again, the Engineers are in the spot they want to be, tied. I mean, obviously leading or tied with Clarkson is where you want to be late in the game.
Definitely. And, I mean, right now it's going to be the little things that you do well defensively. Like you just saw Capel getting in the shooting lane. She might want to stay square to that puck because when she turned, she exposes her ankles and parts of her body that aren't covered by the protective equipment, shin guards, etc.
Face-off win for the Engineers. Delaney Weiss shoots it around. Severson playing it ahead. It's picked off by Markowski. Just that breakout pass. Right now, not there for the Engineers. Golden Knights continue to disrupt. Here's Severson again. Makes a move this time and goes down. Looked like she might have gone down on her own accord there.
No, I think she was tripped, to be honest.
Well, coach thinks she got tripped. Here's a long shot in. Never gets to Rampado as it hit some skates in front. Golden Knights were trying to deflect it. Into the high slot. Shot comes, save Rampado again. They gotta clear that Golden Knight in front of the net. Kerwan just kind of camped out there, providing a screen, but Rampado is able to make the save again. Hansen, she'll spin it down low. Backdoor feed off the post and in. And Clarkson finally breaks the deadlock here. It's McQuigg with her third of the season. 1-0 Golden Knights.
Well, she came off the back door. RPI was kind of a puck watching here, watching the puck. You can see the forwards watching the puck here, and then it's a little too late, recognizing that Craig's gone down the back door and wide open.
I thought it hit the post when in. The sound I actually heard was it hitting the back iron. Hit the back post. Right in the middle of the net. So Clarkson's tenacious attack finally pays off here as they break through on their 28th shot of the game.
It's been real difficult here in the third for RPI to get through the neutral zone.
So now we'll see what resilience the Engineers have. They showed it yesterday. Despite not scoring against St. Lawrence, they picked up their pace late in that game. Do they have the energy on the second day of a weekend league series here?
I think they got to find it.
Yeah. Flipped along for Blitz. She gets wrapped up. Carried on further by Taylor Walters, who shoots it in. Now just a puck shot all the way down the ice, and Saherney hustling after it, but it's going to be icing. They'll send the faceoff back down with 7:57 to go. So now, down by a goal. We see what the character of this RPI team is once again. They've really played well all weekend.
Yeah, they have. Unfortunately, it's just one little mistake in the defensive zone, and it ends up in the net.
Just a little bit of coverage breakdown there. But it came after some sustained pressure all period for the Golden Knights. Erbinova walks it to the line and chips it in. She'll chase after it herself. Picks it up on the other side. Still Erbinova. Across for Peterson. She'll take a shot. Pad save made. And the rebound kicked to the slot, but it's cleared out on the carry by Goodwin. And she can fly. Here she comes. Jenna Goodwin all the way in. Backhand shot. Pad save. Rebound swept away by McCutcheon. Good play all around there as McCutcheon with the big back check there may have saved a goal.
That was a great save by Rampado.
Rampado hanging with the speedy Goodwin on the move there. This will be flipped up the wall. And back out to center ice it goes. Wagner trying to walk her way in. She gets stood up at the line. Janke trying to give it back to her. Now Rihanna Janke centering pass out in front. All the way through it comes. Larson a shot from an angle. Hit a stick. Might have got Markowski. And she'll skate it the other way. Drops it back. Quick shot. Blocker save. Rampado on the try by McQuigg, the goal scorer. Brooke McQuigg from Bowmanville, Ontario, her third of the year and 18th of her career.
This is where RPI might have to open it up a little bit and get their defense involved in the offense.
Price flips it up the boards and into Clarkson territory. Now Wynn spinning away from the pressure of Buckvik. McQuigg cut off there, forcing the Golden Knights back into their own zone. Under 6 to go, in the game. Gosling shoots it in. Zaherney, with Clarkson changing, will find Phillip, who overskates momentarily, goes back to find it. Now she's pinned up by David. Comes off the wall, Blitz is there. She'll go backwards with it. Delaney Weiss now, senior from Lake Forest, Illinois, high off the glass to center. Blitz trying to move it along, but Clarkson takes over again. Markowski off the boards. Lonergan, centering pass off of David. Good defense by Weiss. Slapped around to the half wall. Kept in Markowski. Fed across. Lonergan, wrist shot, glove save, rebound pops out. And the Engineers are going to clear it out. Weiss will shoot it in on goal from center, and it will be covered here. Interesting play here with, looked like time to distribute there for Pasechnik, but she gets the whistle with exactly 5 minutes to go and a faceoff coming in the Clarkson zone.
I think she was thinking that her 5 others needed a change up and froze the puck to allow that to happen.
Off the draw, the Golden Knights win it, and here comes Goodwin again. Trying to turn the corner. Well defended that time by Erbinova.
That was a great play. She was on her backhand, so all you got to do is cut her off from going to the net rather than grabbing her or hooking or anything. Just take that lane away.
Janke, that's Mika, throwing it in the air for Larson, who couldn't knock it down. Up the boards and out to center. Peterson sends it back to Price. Price up the wall on the near side now. Does Janke touch it? No. Icing here on the Engineers with 4:22 left.
Tough one there. Janke gets a stick on it. You had a right winger, Kaiser, just breaking down through the middle of the ice. Unfortunately, it was negated by the icing call.
Flipped up the wall there by Hansen. Kept in by the Golden Knights. Sticked away by Rampato. Might have been headed wide. Peterson shoots it off the wall. Kept in by Markowski. Price. See how many more chances the Engineers get. There haven't been many on Pasechnik today. RPI will change 4 behind. Buckvik, who's in on the forecheck. Markowski will play. In deep it goes, or rolling into the corner anyway. Erbinova across for Tegan Dalby. Dalby had McCutcheon. She's pressured, don't want to lose it there. Lonergan trying to make the Engineers pay, and she hits the post. That could have been game over. Engineers dodge a bullet there. So McCutcheon's going to learn not to stick handle the puck right there.
Oh, you want to distribute the puck and then get open. Give and goes.
Yeah. Can't stay on it too long, especially trying to break out of your own zone. People are expecting the puck to move. Win across. And thrown to an open point. Win goes and tracks it down and shoots it down low for David.
Clarkson just taking time off the clock, working it all the way around the outside.
That's fed through by Lonergan. And then Tchaikovsky with a real tight angle shot that misses high and wide. Lonergan again, all by herself in the attacking zone. A couple of Golden Knights make changes, and Engineers still, group still out there, just kind of watching the puck. There's not much else they can do. They're kind of trapped right now. Obviously no chance to pull Rampato for an extra skater if you don't have the puck. Tchaikovsky, or Markowski rather, quick shot save. Rampato standing in the slot somehow. Goodwin was able to get that away with limited pressure between the hash marks.
Yeah, she's been keeping RPI in this game here, especially late in the third. Clarkson dominating with the puck possession.
Shots are 33-18 now. With under 2 to go.
You've got to realize it's only take one shot, but you got to put yourself in a position to get that shot.
Here's Severson to center. Flips it off the boards.
RPI is going to pull their goaltender for an extra attacker here.
With 1:32 left, extra attacker for RPI. Long shot, rebound in front, and it's put just wide, and it's going to be covered up.
How did
Wow.
they not get that? You had two RPI players in behind the goaltender where the puck was.
Somehow, Pasechnik had it in her glove. I don't know how. I thought the shot went wide, but it was actually on goal. Now the Engineers will use a timeout. Goodness.
I was waiting for the arms to go up in the celebration. Take another look at it here.
Yeah, so Larson takes the shot. There's plenty of traffic. This is what you want.
It hits one of the defensemen.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it hits Jenke's
How did she
skate.
miss? How did
It hits Jenke's skate in the end.
Uh,
And it just kind of just slides into the crease. And Pasechnik's able to hold on to it there. Wow.
That's a
Yeah,
tough
if
break.
Jenke gets her skate on it, it's a goal.
Yeah.
Because she's able to steer that where she wants. It just kind of
Tough break.
It just kind of slid there.
That's the opportunity they wanted.
Yeah. Exactly what you're looking for with the extra attacker out there as well. You get
Pasechnik was basically out of the picture. It looked like Peterson took a swipe at it.
yeah, a couple of cracks really. So we have ourselves quite a finish brewing here at the Houston Fieldhouse. 1:27 left.
Lots of time.
Here we go. A couple of late arrivers to the circle for the Golden Knights. All important face-off coming up here. The Engineers win it. Blitz looking for a shooting lane. Fires it off a skate and wide. To the corner now. Good pressure by RPI. There's a big old pileup over there now. Wagner trying to dig it out. There's 4 Engineers over there. Back to the point it goes. Long shot block. Second try off a skate and in deep. That's kind of panic territory for Urbinova. Just got to get it below the dots. Here is Blitz. Another shot deflected on goal and kicked away as a stick came up high on Pasechnik there. Under a minute left. Long shot blocked by traffic. Cleared off a skate, and this is going to go out of play, and the faceoff's going to come outside the zone. Boy, the Engineers.
It's like a pinball out there.
Yeah. When the pressure's ramping up, they seem to focus up here. You saw it against BU. They're able to get that big power play goal to eventually win that game, but
Looks like Clarkson is just basically
yeah, and they're going to
blocking
try
the
and
shots.
chance for an empty netter here. It's knocked off the stick. Good play by Urbinova. 46 seconds to go. Scooped out to center ice. Shot right back in. Jenke's over to get it. Rihanna. Now Wagner. Just have to get the puck deep here and work from there. Severson will. Markowski shoots it around. Here's Hansen. High off the glass and kept in at the line. Great play by Blitz to hold the blue line. Into the corner it goes. Hansen again. Picked up by Wagner. She'll shoot it around to the other side, but there's nobody, no Engineer over there. Markowski's going to try and scoop it out to center, and it's kept in by Severson. Second try. Rolling towards the Engineers' end. Will it be icing? Urbinova's got to get on her horse, and she does with 2.8. So one more shot coming here if they can win the draw.
Well, the offensive strategy would be to get that puck shoot the puck off the net and have a forward coming to the net looking for a deflection because Clarkson's just packing it in front of Pasechnik.
Well, no matter how this ends up, Coach, the Engineers were almost 4 minutes of extra attacker time without allowing an empty net goal over the last 2 nights. Anyway, here's the draw. It's won by Clarkson, and that should do it. Clarkson takes this one 1-0. And another hard-fought game for these Engineers taking on their North Country rivals. Back-to-back games. They don't get a goal, but again, the process is what Coach Vines talks about all the time, and it seems like the Engineers are headed in the right direction, even in another defeat here today.
Well, no question. I mean, you're talking about one of the teams of Clarkson University that's been one of the top teams in the ECAC on the women's side, and RPI has come out here and done a great job, even against St. Lawrence. They played a real strong game. You know, they just got to find a way to get the offense going, and something to build on. Doesn't happen right away, but as you mentioned, it's a process, and they've got to continue moving forward. And I think they're going to have a heck of a season here.
So 33-20 are the final shot totals in this one. Neither team able to capitalize on the power play, both 0 for 3. As the only goal was scored by Brooke McQuigg at 11-11 of the third period from Katrin Lonergan and Olivia Hansen. Those are the assists on the goal. Clarkson picks up the sweep here of Union and RPI as they win both games on the weekend. The Engineers, a couple of tough defeats. They dropped to 2-2 in the league. Do the Engineers, and Amanda Rampato, your tough luck loser. She made 32 saves and gets the loss. But I think the Engineers can, like I said, they can probably hold their heads high here the way that they played this weekend against these two clubs. That, you know, Clarkson, obviously national championships all throughout the last decade, and hung right with them till the end and nearly tied the game.
Yeah, I think they've done a great job, and as I mentioned, something to build on. I mean, Clarkson's only been outshot out of the 10 games they played this year. They've only been outshot once, and I think it was Bemidji State that outshot them. So, I mean, like I say, it's something to build on. You face a little adversity. There's peaks and valleys in every season, and you just got to make sure that you're moving forward in the right direction. And RPI looks like they've got the team, they've got the character, and the work ethic to keep that going. I'm sure Coach Vines will get them back ready for next weekend.
All right, that'll do it for us here on the women's side. Final score from the Houston Fieldhouse was Clarkson 1, RPI nothing. For the RPI TV crew and Dan Fridgen, I'm Perry Lascaris. We thank you for watching today's game. Once again, your final score was the Golden Knights 1 and the Engineers nothing. This has been RPI Hockey on RPI TV and ESPN.